Welcome to RUFAT'S Thinking Corner, a space to slow down, think deeper, and explore the ideas that shape our world.
The body is not neutral. It remembers everything. Even when we forget, it carries the weight of history, of silence, of expectation. It is not only what we are, it is what the world makes us of. And not all bodies are made equal in the eyes that watch them. Some are made to pass, others to pause, still others to vanish. This is a reflection on the bodies that don't fit into gender, into borders, into normal, into the myth of order. The bodies that disobey the grammar of the world, and in doing so, reveal the truth of its violence and the possibility of something else. We are taught to think of norms as natural, but they are nothing of the sort. Norms are laws without legislation. They work not through force, but repetition. Foucault showed us how modern power operates not only through punishment, but through classification, measurement, surveillance. Through quiet, daily instructions about how to sit, speak, walk, want. They carve paths for some bodies. They erect walls around others. Judith Butler teaches that we do not express our identities, we perform them. And we perform them under pressure, repeating what is expected, learning what is safe. To be eligible is to be permitted. To be incoherent is to cast out. Some borders are drawn on maps, others are drawn on skin. Frantz Fanon wrote of being reduced to the color of his body, to be seen not as a self, but as a surface into which colonial desire and fear were projected. He called it epidermalization, to live as a wound made visible, to be turned into a problem just by existing. Today this continues. In detention centers, in checkpoints, in hospitals, in classrooms. The migrant body, the trans body, the disabled body, the Roma body, each one a site of suspicion, each one a border crossing emotion. Inside us, there are borders as well. Freud taught us that we are not whole, that we are made of conflicting parts, the desire or the id, the consciousness or superego, and the self negotiating between, the ego. We are born into a structure of tension, and so much of who we become is shaped by how we manage what we want and what we are allowed to show. But Jacques Lacan went further. He showed how the ego is a fiction, born into the mirror, when the infant sees an image and believes. But behind that image lies a fragmentation, a lack. We do not become ourselves in solitude. We become through misrecognition, through others seeing something in us that we try to become. Our desires are not just our own. They pass through language, through others, through what the world allows us to want. And yet, some bodies refuse, not because they seek to disrupt, but because they cannot confirm. They leak, they glitch, they interrupt the system, they refuse to be clean, contained, or made coherent. They are not fixed, they are layered with history, injury, memory, breath. They resist through being otherwise, through slow movement, through laughter in the wrong places, through not dying when the worlds said they should. This is not failure. It is form of life. It is a politics made from presence. Fitting in is not belonging. It is often the first cut. We are told to assimilate, to smooth our edges, to become acceptable. But to fit often means to disappear. As Lorde reminded us, what is not said will scream itself through our bodies. And the cost of silence is high. It shows up in shame, in anxiety, in exhaustion. Our bodies bend until they break. This is psychic violence, the demand to erase part of yourself so the others feel comfortable. But what if we refuse to vanish? What if we say difference is not a danger, but is a map? Gloria Anzaldúa wrote about living in the borderlands, the place between identities, the place of contradiction, pain, and possibility. What if the bodies that don't fit are not broken, but prophetic? What if they are blueprints for another kind of world? Not a world of coherence, but a world of complexity. Not a world of control, but of care. To hold space for bodies that don't fit is to hold space for a world not yet built. It is to say, this body, in all its contradictions, is enough. Not to be solved, not to be witnessed, but to be lived. If your body has never fit, if you have been told you are too much, too soft, too loud, too slow, you are not the error. The frame was too narrow. The mirror was too shallow.
Thank you for thinking with us in RUFAT'S Thinking Corner. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, stay human.